Well, hello guys. How are you? Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. I always feel weird saying that, by the way. It's always midweek. We all get it. Wednesday is a happy day. I am here with Mindy. Say hi, Mindy.
Hi.
I am pulling up the comments so that I can see you guys and jump in, say hi, let us know that you're joining us. And even if you're not finding yourself having time to pull out some scraps, which, paper, crafts, whatever you want to do tonight, hopefully you join us for a little bit of distraction. I know that I could use it. How about you, Mindy?
Yeah, I actually, yes, could use it this week for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I need a little creative R&R, so I'm looking forward to it. So, hey, hi, Sharon. Thanks for saying hi. Okay, good. I can see the comments. I can see them coming through. So that is always a plus that everything is working in our favor. And we happen to have it side by side. So let us know how you guys like that this time. Again, we're giving it a couple go arounds to kind of test it out.
Hopefully it goes correctly tonight.
Yeah. If you guys are on your phone, flip your phone. You should be able to see it closer. And I don't know if you can tap on individual. Like I said, I'll have to watch the replay and see how that works, but I don't know. I don't know if you can or not tap on the individual. Of course not, now that I think about it. Alrighty, so yay, Wednesday. The week is halfway over. All right, so let's explain kind of what we're doing here today. We are, of course, doing a crop night. We are both going to be using the same sketch.
I'm trying to look at your pictures to see what they are.
Oh, you want to see my pictures? The pictures
Yeah,
that I decided was the.
I think we're going to be pretty different, but.
Yeah, the escape room. Remember when we did this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Since you guys can't see us, that's Mindy. Wave your hands, Mindy. And so we can't see our faces, and that's me, just in case. So Susan, Mindy, just in case you're not sure who these voices are. Hey Valerie, hey Deb, hey Michelle. Oh, that's Mindy. Don't worry, that's her husband. All is well. And yeah, good stuff. So that's what I'm going to be using tonight. What are you going to be doing, Mindy?
I'm doing like a little hike we went on to Jump Creek. Remember Jump Creek, Susan?
Yeah, I remember Jump Creek.
Yeah, so like we're going to be like completely opposite.
Yay!
Pictures. So
what we're going to be doing is we picked the sketch. It's kind of faded, but hopefully you guys can see it. We did list it in over the event thing, so hopefully you saw it. Otherwise, we'll be posting it in the blog afterwards. But feel free to take a quick screenshot if you do want to create along with us tonight. So we're going to be both creating from this sketch as our inspiration, of course, pulling on designer templates to help as an easy tool in the creative process overall. So let's get to it. Okay, so then I actually had this little scrap pack. So I'm not sure if I explained this once before to you guys, but usually when I get done with the layout and if I have a lot left, more than like card packs, then I just stick it back into a little bag. In this case, this little 12 by 12 bag thing. And it happened to be the closest paper that I had that somewhat was in these pictures. So because I'm wearing yellow and there's red, so I grabbed that. So we're going to see how that goes. So I'm literally going to be using scraps to scrapbook at this point.
And Susan wanted to race tonight, so I'm just going to get started while she keeps talking.
Okay.
And
I love that blue though. Your background blue, that's really pretty.
Yeah, I'm using the what is this? August Kiwi Club. I only had used partial of it before, so I'm going to use it tonight.
It's fun. Yeah, this pack in here, because I know you guys always ask, and we'll probably have to share again. It's literally a collage of just, I don't even know. It's got some My Mind's Eye old paper in it, and it's got who is this? Glitz It Now. Oh boy, that's an old piece of paper.
Glitz It Now?
Yeah,
I've never even heard of that.
And this is a Glitz. This is a Glitz It Now too. I don't even know if there's still sell paper. Someone's gonna have to Google that. Glitzitnow.com. I must have picked it up a long time ago. Long time ago. Let's see, they have a 2013. So there you go, folks. We'll see what we can make out of it. I actually have a layout that I made. It's in, I know it's in one of the idea books because it's one of my favorites. I'll have to find it here after I beat Mindy, and I'm waiting for her to finish her layout. So I'll go find it.
Yep.
I'm just kidding. I'm all talk. Anyways, it was one of my favorite layouts. So like I said, this is scraps from that layout. So now I'm creating another layout with my scraps, and we'll see how far we can go. I think that's what I loved somewhat about this sketch, is that when I looked at it, it was very simple. And I don't think it's going to take a lot of paper. That's why I knew that. I was like, oh, I could definitely use these scraps on it. So Mindy's already laying out her photos, it looks like.
Yeah, so in that sketch, like it has, I think is it 4x6s side by side? So yeah, I'm using a lot of I have quite a few pictures, so I'm breaking it up into smaller photos, but then that.
And I found these other, so I always have background sheets, like just in a pile of optional background sheets, and these two sheets were there. I could use the red. I was debating on it just so that it's easier for you guys to see, but I feel like it's going to be like way too much for these pictures. So I probably will go with the cream background. I don't know.
The red is very red.
It's very red, and that's what I'm like. I don't know. That's kind of really overwhelming to me on those pictures. So I'm going to probably be using the cream. It's going to be hard for you guys to see me laying mine out.
Probably contemplate that a little bit longer.
Okay.
Just to
We're
be
not
sure.
racing. We're not racing.
Okay.
Okay, but we are racing. Wait, what was that?
Only if Susan wins will we be racing. So I'm okay. So I was gonna use Clara Lane tonight.
I was wondering which one you were using, because that totally reminds me of Clara Lane, this little wave thing that they have going on.
Yeah, I was gonna use Clara Lane. Okay, so I was gonna use these ones because they kind of looked like mountain hills, kind of. But then I started thinking that maybe I would use Paisley Place with the funky frills. Because I haven't used funky frills a lot, and so I thought, well,
I love funky frills.
So I'm gonna play with that for a minute and see if I decide to do that.
Well, if you have enough, if you have enough paper on that, I won't think I'll have. Like I said, I'm gonna be very simple on mine. So yeah, we can race if you're gonna be cutting out funky frills and everything. Just kidding. Okay, no more jokes about racing. I'm done with it. Unless I win, then we were racing, like she said.
Exactly.
Photos. I actually think, so you're going to be doing, are you going to do the 2x2s here in the middle of that? I thought that was so cute. I liked that.
Yes, I am going to do the 2x2s. I do have some pictures that are shot from a distance where I can do that. Usually I don't. I hardly ever have pictures where I can cut down that small, but this time I do.
Well, and I like that because that's fun to get little detail shots. I think I'm going to have to go to 3x3s, but I think I'm just going to up mine to do that. And then possibly do, I don't know, like another, let's see here, because that's a 3x4. If I go, I got to do the math here really fast, because you're basically breaking up 12 inches, right, across the strip here. Yep. So thinking if I do that, and then if I do another 4x4, then I can adjust it just a little from what's shown in that sketch. Let's see, how many pictures is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. So then now I just got to make sure. Yeah, these ones, like, did you see this one? You and Kyle, that's right. You can tell Kyle I scrapbooked this live. all the blackmail that I have.
He'll be like, oh man.
That works. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to change it up from what they have here on this sketch just a little bit. I even like how on the left side of yours, you put 3 4x4s. That's kind of fun. So you're adding in 1, 2,
yeah,
3.
I'm breaking up the 4x6s into 3. So
8 photos. Yeah. You know, it could be even cute if you had another one. You could tuck a 3x4 up on that left side out of the border there. That would be a cute place to add another photo. Like right here, you know?
uh-huh.
I'm just talking about like, so like, you know, and then you could have your title go on. So there's many ways that you could break this up to, even if you needed like 3x4s here, 3x4s here, to add even more photos if necessary. So I love that, looking at that sketch. Some things to kind of look at and say, okay, well, what if I did that, you know? So each of us are doing it different. That's fun. I'm excited to see everyone else's versions too. So
is there other people who's gonna do this sketch with us tonight? Anybody?
There are definitely those that are jumping on. Hey, Michelle. Valerie says, looks good, Mindy. It does look good. It looks pretty on that blue.
Yeah, I'm like way ahead of Susan right now. You guys know. Just so you know, not that we're racing or anything. So I just
don't you dare get my competition on. You know how crazy I can get.
I know you do. So we are not racing. Oh.
Well, if you're not doing Clara Lane, I might do Clara Lane because that's absolutely.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try the funky frills on this and see how it goes.
So cute. Yeah. It is absolutely a border that clearly looks like what's could be, you know, that you can accomplish that similar look. And I think that's what's fun always about sketches and the designer templates is that I love having a tool that allows me to easily recreate anything that you see, whether that be in our idea books, you know, even if you don't have exact templates that we list there, and I know we've mentioned this before, then you can always just use kind of like what you have, but still in the same fashion of looking at a sketch, you can look at a layout that way and use it as placement, right? So really looking at the placement of things and the coordinating of colors, which is what I think is nice sometimes with the finished layout. It can be distracting, I get it, but you also get to see how the papers were picked. So those are some of the mindsets when you're looking at things like that, to kind of look at it and dissect it, right? Like pull it apart as you're going through it. And I think that also helps overall to increase the creative process too. So
Daisy's gonna be the judge.
Okay, Judge. Got it, Daisy. Done.
Pam, you know Susan so well. And Amy, no, I don't ever go rogue, especially on things like this. So no, it's kind of fun. We're doing the same sketch tonight, but they're going to be completely different looks for sure. So
well, yeah, just in the paper.
Yeah, just the paper and pictures alone will be completely
it as
different.
well.
Yeah. So
some of the other things on this sketch that stand out, I know it's kind of hard. Yeah. I know it's kind of hard to see, but some other things that stand out on this sketch are sometimes the little details, like there's a strip here, and there is a little bit of a design element they have going on here. That could be literally just some pieces of strip if you want to. And then they have a basic journaling thing here, and then look at the elements. So they have a little element here. It's like a circle element, and then they have like this bracket, and then some journal lines, and another little element here. So you'll see how Mindy, yeah, she's choosing to put little accents kind of in that place. And it looks like you're doing strips at your bottom too. Oh, and a cute and a tag up there for your tag.
Where is, you just said there's a bracket. Is there, I don't see, there's a bracket on there?
Well, like I said, the sketch is a little, yeah, it's right here. It has a little bracket behind this little design element thing going on down there at the bottom. Super gray. And then they have another piece up here next to your tag. So sometimes those little details, so they even have like these little snowflakes coming down here that you can kind of mimic if you want to, if you're inspired by it. If you're not, I think that's what's great about inspiration. Each of us interpret it our own way. And so you'll definitely see that as we play to create here. So, okay, I got to play to create. Looks like you kind of had an idea of what you were going to do.
Well, where like, just like you were saying, where they had the little elements, I thought I would just put little simple clustered kind of things right there. So, yeah. And I just was thinking about, I think this was in the fall when we went, like the trees are bare. So I was thinking like the little, the trees, trunk from the trees set could be, I think it's cute as like a little twig. So
it was super cute. I saw when Debbie put that in I loved how she did it, like more winter.
I'm gonna play with that a little bit and see how
I think I'm gonna do, I actually have the expressions. They're not released yet, and I was hesitant to use them because they're so sad that the release has been delayed. Then I'm like, so I don't know. I know. But I do love, we have the captions, and that is currently in the shop if you don't have that one, but we are releasing this new one, expressions. And so I'm going to probably simplify my journaling and use something like that where that journaling spot was dedicated. I could do something bigger like that. Kind of like that design. That's cute. And these are all from the caption set.
Yeah, I was going to use captions where that journaling thing is too, but then I decided to use I decided to use a title card right there. So
oh, that's cute. And you're going to put the tag in the title card. That's cute. I like that.
So that's what I'm going to do, I think.
This one's cute too. I like this bigger one, but it's definitely a very much more decorative item. I think I'm going to go with, let's go with this one. So I'm just going to lay out my elements. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. So if you are about to cut, you can absolutely go about doing that. On those, Mindy. And I think with my pictures, there's no set theme. It's just really a couple of us hanging out as friends. We went to the escape room. Have you guys ever done an escape room? It was fun. We ended up finishing with, I think, here, I have a picture of it. There it is. 5 minutes and 37 seconds left. But we did it. It was really
We did one on our birthday and we got out with 8 minutes to spare. But we had so much, we had to ask for so much help. Sometimes they're really hard.
Sometimes they are. I don't think we asked for any help on this time, did we?
I think we did.
One time or two time or one time? I don't think we did.
I don't know. But
that was my first time doing.
The hard part about those escape rooms is you don't know where to start. Like, there's just so much stuff. Like, but some of it has to go in a certain order. So you're like, where do you even start? I don't know. So.
Right. Okay, guys, so I don't know how to embellish I don't know what accents I want to embellish my page. So I'm going to put the standard placements there. But like, for example, I don't know if I want a flower, if a flower is going to be too off on the mood, or maybe I want just a little bracket or something. So what I'm going to do because of that, I'm not going to get stuck on it. I'm going to move on. And sometimes when I do that, like when I get kind of a reality of, oh wait, I'm not sure what accessories will work with this type of memories that I have. I like to throw in my pictures so that I can start seeing it along with my stuff. So I think I'm going to move to my pictures and then move to cutting my borders out so I can start seeing the mood if it's matching my memory in a way. All right, that's just a thought, So clearly those are easy 4x6s, but I'm going to cut these down to 3x3 here. So I'm going to use my photo template now as a cropping tool. And then I'm just going to crop those corners and then crop it down.
Hey, Jenny, Funky Frills will be back in stock when this shipment that we're waiting on comes. Or actually, no, Funky Frills, the end of November. Sorry, end of November.
They did go fast because they're so much fun.
Yeah, so sorry, the next, yeah, the end of the month, they'll be back in.
As long as we don't get any hook.
As long as everything goes as planned.
Yeah. Daisy says, I've never been to one, but plan to go during the holidays with our families all together, hopefully. Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, like I said, this was was this your first time going to escape room when we did this? Oh gosh, this was almost this was almost 2.5 years ago, I think. Yeah.
No, it was my second time.
Oh, gotcha. Well, it was my first.
But there was, when we went for our birthday, they have this escape room that's made for 2 people, but you're like all chained up in chains.
What?
And you have to like figure out the locks and the codes to get out. You only have 20 minutes and it's just for 2 people. But I'm like, that's kind of scary, I think. I don't know. I mean, I know they're going to let you out, but I don't know.
Well,
being all chained up is kind of like.
That's like taking escape room to a whole new level for sure.
Yeah, I think you can't be like claustrophobic or anything for that kind of a thing.
No. All right, photos done. It kind of helps me to kind of be able to see those photos at the same time as adding some pops of color and embellishment to the page. I will actually probably use this more main pattern as far as setting the mood. What else do I have in this pile of scraps of mine? Another piece that I don't think that's enough. So I'm going to go with that. Hopefully I have enough scraps. I think I will.
Well, it is a pretty simple sketch, so I guess it can go as far as you have paper for, I guess.
Well, and I think that's one of the great things. You'll see that probably in the 2 designs that we're making here is that mine will be very simple, you know, and just adding that extra frills that you are is going to add one extra layer, which automatically adds a little bit more depth to the design if needed. So I think that's fun because when you need a little bit more, you just add a couple more layers. It's really great. So yeah, I think Tina was saying that like Glitz It Now is kind of an older paper line. It's a fun piece of paper.
A company or was it put out by a?
Oh, it was I think a smaller paper company. But I don't know. I just love, again, this is actually a Christmas paper. It's called, you know, let's see, what did they call it? Hello December. But I thought it was really pretty, just the colors. I like the little off of the yellow that's in here and the red and the greens. So we'll see. I think it's a really pretty paper. I like that color palette. Definitely have to find my other layout though. Such a fun layout that I did with this paper. Just to even see the 2 different papers or layouts being used with the papers.
How long ago was it that you used that paper for the first time? Like long ago?
Well, I can't remember if the sample's in iDibic number 2 or iDibic number 3. So somebody find the layout for me and tell me what the page is, and you get a $5 gift certificate if you find it. First person to find the layout that I use this paper. I can't remember what iDibic it is though. It's like iDibic number 2 or 3. It was definitely not 1. I feel like it's number 3. I remember it vividly because we were, I scrapbooked pictures of the Christmas parade there on Main Street in Middleton, Idaho, you know. That's what I scrapbooked with it. And I remember using lacy trims and I cut that out of yellow and I just loved how it just popped on the page. So it's still like, it's,
well, then it couldn't have been real long ago.
Not with lacy trims, right? So it's ingrained in my mind though. I remember really having fun with that layout. Just using this paper was, I don't know, it just spoke to me. I like the color palettes apparently. It's really, I like it. So I like it because it's different, I think is what I liked about it too.
Yeah, you don't see red and yellow and things at Christmas very often. You know?
Yeah.
Just kind of a...
But they were outside pictures and yeah. So someone find that layout. Let me know if you find it before I do. I'm not going to go grab those idea books yet until I get a little bit further on my layout. So I'm trying to decide. I did pull in this other green sheet of paper. I'm just trying to decide if I like the green with it. I'm not sure. I'm a big fan of it. There's this brown. Keep it kind of neutral. Like I said, I'm going to have to work with what I got here. There's some more. Oh, that's not even. It's a whole different line there, but it still works. Trying to decide what to put as the title. What are you going to put? Are you going to do a big title like you see in the sketch? Or are you going to do something like that? Or are you just going to do your tag?
No, I'm going to do a title. I probably will do like Jump Creek or something. But I was going through my letters and things today, and I only had a few options that I had all the letters, right? So,
right.
So we'll see what I come up with here, but something.
That's what like a cricketer. Yeah, cutting those out would be nice.
But I did bring.
I need to use up my stickers.
I did bring some chipboard letters, like I've mentioned before, just in case I want to cut out.
Right.
Letters, but.
Cindy, I gave the challenge to look in the idea book for the other layout that I used this exact same paper on. So the page number of one of the idea books that I used this exact paper on a layout in one of those. It's in there. I know it is because I know it's in there. I know it is. Watch it not even be in there. And it's like future idea book. No, it's in there. It's gotta be somewhere. I did use lacy trims.
Probably most of the stuff you've done is in there somewhere.
Yeah. How much Halloween candy have you eaten?
I haven't had any Halloween candy like from my kids or anything. But oh, never mind. I take it back. I did have one little mini Almond Joy from Lily. But
I was about to say, you know how many Almond Joys I've eaten? My kids are so funny. They went to a it was one of the last house they hit up on Halloween, and they had Almond Joys, and the lady was just like, grab a whole bunch, and they were like, Mom, we don't like Almond Joys, but we just took them all because of you. So
how can you not like Almond Joys?
And they got home, and my neighbor Jamel heard them talking about it, and he says, you guys don't like Almond Joys, and he's like, they're like, you know, he was teasing Eli, and Eli's like, no, they're disgusting, and he's like, they're the best, and he's like, I really love Almond Joys. So then, of course, when we got in, they were like, Mom, we're gonna have to split it half and half though with Jamel. We need to take him some, and I was like, what? So I didn't eat them all. We did share them with Jamel, but I was like, do you not know who birthed you? Come on now. Pay up the taxes, really.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I haven't, like, it hasn't been like sitting around. Well, we have candy at the office, but it's on the other side, so it's not like in front of me so much to see it. And the kids have it hidden away in their rooms, I think, or something. So as long as it's not in front of me, I'm okay. So. Right.
How about everybody else? Any overdose on candy? No. Mindy, where are the stickers you used the last layout from? Little blocks with alphabet letters on them, or what brand are they? Sharice was asking.
The stickers on the last layout. Remind me of the layout.
Must have been a one that you did a live with or something.
Yeah, if you remind, they're probably
you stumped her. She's not sure.
what brand are they? They're probably like what is it?
Stickers.
The brands that are at Hobby Lobby, like
Thickers. It's Thickers.
Well, no, it's probably
American Craft.
The studio,
Studio, Paper Studio. Yeah.
Paper Studio. Yeah, it's probably like that or something like that.
I think stickers and stuff like that are super fun, but you hinted at it earlier that it's frustrating because like once you start running out.
Yeah, once you use up the common letters, you have to buy another pack and then you're left with the same letters again. And,
So that's why I think like that's where the crickets and things that are nice, but I just love to sit down and just accomplish something. I really hate getting up and down. So sometimes it's bittersweet for me, which is why I think a lot of times I just use the whole title cards, more often than not anymore with adding titles. I just use those, in the Kiwi clubs, for example,
Yeah. Yeah. So I like letters, like if I have like a really like a fun title that I want like really big or something like to stand out, but otherwise sometimes they're just frustrating. So just depends. At least on the bigger letters. You can get smaller letters in packs where you get like lots of each letter, but if you want something bigger, it's very hard to,
I don't know about the catalog. Yeah, sorry. Julie just said, Susan, I think that paper was used on a layout in the fall winter catalog. I don't know about catalogs, Julie. It's in the idea book. Someone's got to find it in the idea book. You're telling me what page.
The fall winter catalog. I was going to say, maybe I have one, but I don't have one anymore. I don't think.
No, that's different paper. Julie, I just found it. Okay, now I'm up. I'm going to be looking through my idea books anyhow now.
Oh, now she's racing you guys.
Oh, now I'm racing you.
Page 109.
I found it. Betsy says. Okay, good job, Betsy. No, this isn't the right. That's not the same paper on that one, Julie. It's totally different paper. It's got more pinks in it. All right, Betsy, let's see it. Found it on idea book number 2, page 109. Okay, Betsy, if you get it, then you are a lucky winner. Here it is. Yep, that's it. This would be a fun sketch. So right here, let me see if I can bring that up closer. So yeah, like I said, it was super fun. I just remember having so much fun with this one. We're gonna have to make a sketch out of this. I'm gonna have to make a sketch out of this.
Let me see it.
It has the top part where the title is, and then I remember cutting that lacy trims in half there. That was super fun. Not a lot of accidents though, just a little piece here and here too, with some journaling down the side. Yeah, I don't have any of that yellow paper or red paper left anymore. It wasn't in this little pack, so I'm missing a little bit of that, but good job, Bets. Okay, Betsy, let me write your name down so I can let support know. Please email supports@kiwilane.com. So here, I better write it on the back here. Betsy Robles. What?
Robles. I think I would say, but
I don't know, Betsy. Now you guys all questioning it. Is it?
I would say Robles
or Robles? I would say Robles. Problem.
No, because it's a long O because there's an E at the end.
True.
You can't have a short O there.
Well, I don't know. Last names, have you?
Well, with a name, I guess you can do anything. But...
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if that's true. All the rules go out the window when it comes to last names. It becomes more about...
or any name. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, you can spell any name however you want, I guess. But...
Help us out, Betsy. Great job, Betsy. All righty. Okay, I'm going to put the idea books away. Man, we should have done that one as a sketch challenge. Who's up for number 2 tonight? Mindy?
I am actually staying after this because I have another project that I have to get done really soon.
Oh.
But I can't say what that is, so I can't do that on camera. But
I have a project too that I have to get done with the deadline. Just sent me the note. She just sent me the warning. Warning. Your project's due, Susan. I'm like, I know. All righty. Sorry. Okay, so now I got to figure out. I was just trying to decide. It's a very simple page. I think sometimes even with simplicity, I start questioning it. Like, well, maybe I should add something, but
that's what I always do. So I'm like, you know what? This is a simple sketch. I'm just gonna do little clusters and try and keep it simple because you know me, I overthink it.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe I should add this or add that, and then but I'm not going to today. So
I don't think you always have to, for sure. And I think that's what's great. It is definitely dependent on your mood. A lot of times with
I'm going to
layouts that I go through.
I think I'm going to add a little bit to this tag.
I keep feeling like I should chatter just to kind of prolong it, but that's cute. What does it say?
Mindy got it right. Betsy said Mindy got it right.
Mindy got it right. Dang it, Betsy.
Man, Mindy got it right.
Now I got to beat Mindy. No more talking, Mindy. You do all the talking.
You guys heard it. She can't lose. Not that that was even a contest, but.
Oh, too funny. I think I'm going to add this down here at the bottom. Maybe. Let's see what that is.
You know what? I think I'm going to. Oh, I'll keep it straight.
So yeah, so I'm trying to think what little accents I can use on this page. Maybe arrows, maybe just some simple, basic little things like that.
Yeah, because flowers might, well, yeah, maybe just some little, just general elements.
Yeah, general elements or something. I was thinking maybe strip with a strip. Oh, that adds a little bit more structure, I feel like. So I'm going to do that. And it's interesting with the scraps because what you start saying is, well, what can I get out of this scrap? So almost your limitation of your scraps of paper almost start inspiring you in different ways too. I think that's what's always interesting about coming from like using scraps, like I mentioned. It seems to happen often. I'm gonna pull this all down. Like so. Journaling, I'm gonna add the journal lines to that, but I'm not gonna do that quite yet. You know what, maybe I'll pull in like tiny highlights. Let me pull that in. Just like little things here and there, you know? Could be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that little quote bubble there.
It's not gonna work. maybe.
What is a good, I guess I could just call it escape room. Boise escape room.
Or you could just put escape.
Escape the ordinary. That's a long one. Because I remember we were trying to remember, and I'll probably journal about that, but like we were trying to find something else to do than like typical like dinner and movie. And we were like trying to find something that was different. So we kind of challenged ourselves in a different way.
Yep. And Jim wasn't too sure about it. But
he wasn't. And he did great at it.
I think he had fun, yeah.
He was not sure about it. I wasn't sure about it. I was like, I don't know. David eats things like that up. He's like, let's do this. The rest of us were like,
something with the.
Been a while since I've used tiny highlights, actually. I don't know. I kind of like these little bits of elements to maybe add to the extra touches here. So I might still, clearly I'm adding out a little extra more yellow.
Hey, I'm going to use this little piece in Quirky. I as a border edge, this little line on my tag.
Oh, that'll be cute.
Because I need something small, but everything's like kind of too wide. So I'm going to see if this works.
I was looking at the Quirky doodle sheets and I was like, you know, I could just use that to put the title on here instead of using stickers because my background is so light. Do you know what I mean? I could do that. Yeah, I'm curious to see that. Daisy says The Great Escape.
Oh, yeah. That's a movie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
I haven't watched it though, but I actually, well, my parents have it, but I haven't. It's an old movie, I think.
Maybe I should do like Escape Everyday Life. It was date night for us. We needed I remember that week. We were like, we need a date. We need to do something fun.
You remember that week?
I remember how much it was needed. I was like, I don't care what we do. You guys want to go to an escape room? That's fine. Let's go to an escape room. At this point, I will do anything. Just let's. I always hate it because my kids are such good kids, so I hate saying anything altered, you know. But I'm like, yeah, let's leave the kids and go. Let's go.
But even if even when you have good kids, like life is just sometimes you just need something different, a change of pace.
You do. Date night's really important. I haven't been on a date night forever. COVID's, COVID is COVID.
Yeah.
We did get a little creative at first. Like we went and just ate ice cream in the car and stuff like that. Once I guess restaurants, we went to Chili's one time, but it's been a while since we've gone out in that sense. So date escape. That's cute, Tina.
It's been a while since we've done something with somebody.
Yeah.
But, that's kind of cute, huh? Just a little.
Yeah. A little extra touch. I like it. It's fun. Okay, I'm gonna cut those little pieces out. I'm kind of dragging my feet at this point. I might do the doodling of that.
Karina, I feel you with virtual school. I'm sure you're super busy. Virtual school is, it's a thing all of its own. Yeah.
Yeah, Karina, it does. Anything new takes time for sure in general. All right, so let me see. Yellow arrow. Let's do a yellow. I'm gonna do a yellow arrow so that it pops. Great escape date. I'm trying to still process that. My mind's like going over it. I feel like I need something up there. I gotta think. I love how like photogenic the boys are. It's like they just learn now. They're just like, okay, fine. Actually, sometimes I have to fight David more taking pictures than I do my kids. I'm like, David, just smile.
Oh.
Married to a scrapbooker. You should already know by now. We just got all those married to scrapbookers. If anyone hasn't seen them yet, back up on the blog. If you go click on the tag.
You should definitely go check them out. They're so funny.
They're on YouTube too, but I know the Jen's like, please tell him to do another one. I'm like, I know. He's so busy right now though. He's so busy, but they are pretty great. They're pretty great because it's just funny to hear what he comes up with. I'm like, I guess that is, you know, reality. It's how it is. I had in my reality. Yeah, his reality. Oh. This corrugated paper, I think we're going to use it. I used it on that last layout in the idea book as the scallop. That was fun.
That's so funny because I contemplated using corrugated, but it was brown corrugated paper tonight.
Right.
But I put it back. I was like, I'm not going to. But I do have cork paper that I might use.
I looked at the cork paper too. I was like, oh, I bought that and I still want to use it. It's so fun to have on hand. Sometimes these, you just use a little bit. I think that was what's fun about that other layout in the idea book I just showed you guys, because I remember using it on that scallop, and that was, I liked how that texture was added right there on that other sketch. That was fun. Karina says the kids went back just a week and a half before they closed again because of a few cases. Thankful our kids were not exposed. Crazy times. Yes. It is, which is why I'm like, I need more of this R&R stuff. One on the weekend, every other day. But thankfully the kids are actually, they're at a church activity tonight. So sometimes Wednesdays don't work out for me. And then me and Mindy, I said, Mindy, can you do it with me? Because she usually is busy. And she was like, actually, she wasn't sure at first. She said, Susan, I'm not going to scrapbook with you live. And I was like, what?
Guys, okay. Would you be a little nervous to be side by side having people compare you to Susan?
Knock it off.
Exactly.
I was like, guys, you shouldn't compare yourself to anyone. And you. I
know, but still,
But still, I have to keep lecturing you over and over again.
It's one thing, but when you're on video side by side, but I'm not as nervous because our things are completely different looks. So
exactly. Well, of course they are. Two different designers.
Marsha, the orange at the top is Funky Frills. It's one of the newer sets. It is designed to go with, this one that I used is designed to go with Paisley Place. So that's the Funky Frills, one of the Funky Frills sets. So, and they are actually out of stock right now, but they will be back in at the end of November. So, yes.
They went fast. I think the fastest new item we've ever sold out. The fastest we've ever sold out of a new
Yes,
item.
that and Coastal Highway, are the fastest ever. Yeah.
That doesn't show up very well.
Kind of fun.
Little touches of, I don't know. We'll see. I always pull these little, I have all these things here, and I'm always pulling them out, and then I barely use any. But over time, I will end up using them up, just because sometimes I'm like, I don't really need it, and then I put it back. But I don't know. Check my buttons really fast. See what I got in my buttons collection. I can never say button without saying button. Who's got the button? Always makes me think of my mom too. Kind of red with red there. I agree, Betsy. Mindy's layouts always turn out great. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but she used to scrapbook. Mindy used to scrapbook long time ago. Yeah?
Yeah, I guess you could call it scrapbooking, yeah. I have pictures that I did, like pages of when my son was a baby, and they're, yeah. Do you guys, have you heard of, what's it called? Pebbles in My Pocket, or something like that. So I used to cut all that stuff out. Like, they were like, templates, you like digital things, and you downloaded them and you could cut them out. So I did a little bit of that, but
that's called scrapbooking, Mindy. But yes,
but it was different. It was a lot of cutting.
Yeah, it was a lot more work. Anyway, she used to scrapbook, and then of course we met Mindy. We happened to move to Idaho, and of course met Mindy. We went to the same church and became friends. And she just, I think, I don't know, I can't speak for you, but I think she definitely thought me and Shiloh were cray cray. Yeah,
depends on the topic of discussion. There was a few topics of discussion where yes, they, and I still think they're crazy, but yes, no, they were fun, but
slowly but surely we're like, Mindy, you got to scrapbook. Mindy, you should scrapbook. Mindy, you should scrapbook. And she was like, oh my goodness. And then finally, slowly but surely, little did know she
caught the bug. It really is fun when you complete it. And like, there's times where I do a layout, and I like every day I go back and I look at it again just to look at, like, oh,
just to have that fulfillment again. Oh, that's right. I get something done in my life. That's right. Occasionally I get to do things that are fun. I feel like lately though, I'm seeing some of your commentary on your post and stuff. I feel like you're becoming even more, I don't know, probably because your children are growing up and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
Sentimental, I guess.
Yeah, they're all, yeah, I still have lots of little pictures of them to do, but yeah, I don't think I have so many pictures, guys, on my computer and printed, but it's a little daunting to think, when am I ever going to do all these?
Don't think that way. I don't think
someday,
that way.
someday.
And maybe not someday. In the most part, it's just enjoy what you're doing and what you did do. I think people that gets overwhelmed by that, that also takes away from the enjoyment in the process, you know. So, but yes, she is now a scrapbook. I was even like a year or so ago, I remember you saying, I don't know, and I'm like, Mindy, you are a scrapbooker, knock it off.
It's that label, right? Should I really label myself that?
Well, I think for you, it was more like, you were like, I'm not that great. I don't know if I would. And I'm like, Mindy, stop it. She gets to hear nagging Susan all the time. think you told me the other day, you're like, I don't ever not hear you anymore in my head.
No, often, like through my workday, I'm like, what would Susan do? Or when I'm scrapbooking or something, what would Susan do?
You're so full of it.
And then I start overthinking, what would Susan do?
Right. Then I'd say, stop overthinking it. What would Mindy do? And she was like, oh. Deb said, okay, so it's a company in Idaho or South Carolina. So Deb, the office in the warehouse is stationed in Idaho. And then I actually moved out to South Carolina to be more central on this side. And so I just work from my home. But yes, Mindy works at the office in Idaho.
She left us behind.
The goal was so that I could like really focus on the more not necessarily operational, but more visionary stuff too. So, but yes, it's been a good move for us. We've liked it here. We also like Idaho. Idaho is expensive these days, man.
It is super expensive these days. Well, if you want to buy a house, it's super expensive.
Yeah.
These days. If you want to sell a house, then it's perfect, but you can't rebuy here.
California, all the Californians are going over there like hot pockets there, man. I was reading up on the real estate and it was like Idaho was like #1 on the list.
Yep.
Okay, let me think. Anything else? I mean, again, I think I get to this point and I'm like, maybe
Are you already done? Yeah, I think we need some more stuff, Susan.
Well, I could add a little bit extra. I'm still debating on
We're not racing anyway.
A couple little elements. I think I might do these in little touches of green. I'm trying to debate.
I'm going to put my twig in this pink.
I love those little autumn leaves. They're so cute. I think I could overdo autumn pages. I almost picked an autumn page and I was like, oh, the last 3 I've done is autumn pages. I probably should switch gears.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I was trying to remember if this was just like early spring before, because it was cold, but the leaves were still gone. So I don't know. It was either fall or spring.
Right.
I think it might have been early spring now that I think about it. Because Kershaw's older.
It was colder?
No, my nephew, he was older.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So.
This little thing from Tiny Highlights, super cute. I might add a couple there. Actually, cute. I have to set up the virtual info session about colleges for one of my daughters. I look forward to seeing the finished pages. Thank you for that inspiration. Absolutely, Cynthia. Good luck. Good luck. We will share the final pages for sure. How many of you guys have tiny highlights out of curiosity? I really think it's a fun little, if you're ever not sure how to add little elements, I think tiny highlights are highlights, not holiday. It's really great for that. And then like these little tabs, maybe I'll put like a brad or I'm trying to think brad or a button on the end. I think I have some red brads actually. Brads. I can't ever say brads without smiling now either. Buttons, brads, all the above. You're funny. No, let me pull out my brads. Hold on. Oh, did that go down here? Where did the brads go?
Maybe I'll do.
Crazy. I don't have many red brads anymore. I guess I've been using up the red brads. Oh, did we go offline? Are you still online?
I think so.
Oh, maybe it's just my Facebook that went down for some reason.
Are you a black screen?
Yeah.
That happened to me last time, but everyone said I was still going, so I thought I lost it, but I think it was just Facebook.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'll refresh it. It's taking a moment. We'll see what happens. Okay, I got to figure out this title. I think that's what I'm hanging up on, is just trying to figure out what my final title will say. Date. I kind of like that. And I'll explain it in some journaling. David's always good at titles. You don't always have to add a title to a page. I mean, I'm inspired to add a title to a page just because it's like one of the things on the sketch, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you don't have to add a title. You could just do some journaling and let the pictures kind of speak for that. But let's see, I'll try to add one. We can kind of see what that looks like. Literally, I'm almost out of red brads.
You must like Brad in red.
I must like Brad in red. A common one. Must. Oh, there, it's back now. Okay, good.
So the in the support room, well, in the relationship room,
Right.
we have a Christmas tree up, but it's not a Christmas tree right now. They've turned it into a fall tree, and they've been using like all the fall leaves and the owl and woodland creatures, and they've been making ornaments, and they wrapped the tree. They hung raffia on it.
Oh, fun.
It's really cute. I should take a picture when they're done and I'll post it. But
okay, I'm surprised you guys haven't sent one out in that text group.
Well, they just started it today, so.
Gotcha.
But it is really cute.
Yeah, I was asking last time, like, who puts up the Christmas tree? And I think Tanya was saying that she puts up a tree, but she puts it up, you know, fall, and then changes it to more of the season holiday tree once past Thanksgiving. And I was like, oh, I kind of like that thought. I've heard it before, but I think that's fun. Definitely.
Yeah, I think that's what their plan is with this tree. I think it's going to turn into because they actually got it out for Halloween. It did have Halloween stuff on it.
Oh, gotcha.
But now it's turned to just fall in general.
Yeah, I know that Delyn and Jessica are like, Christmas tree.
Yeah, well, Jessica for sure. So I should tell the poinsettia story. So,
oh yeah,
guys, we still have, there's 3 of them. There's 3 poinsettias from last Christmas, and they've kept them alive, and they look really good. They're green and they're bushy. But then Jessica read on the internet that you can turn them back to red, and that people keep them for like 5 or 6 years. So they're going through this experiment right now, trying to turn them back red. And honestly, guys, it's not going to happen. But they like put them in a dark office overnight, and then they pull them out in the morning and give them sunshine. And you're supposed to cut back the water and keep them in the dark for like 10 hours. And then, but every morning when they pull them out of that darkness, they're like shriveled. Well, over the weekend, on Monday morning, when they pull them out of the dark office, they're like shriveled up and they look like they're going to die. And then they put them out in the sun for a little bit and they perk up and they look beautiful again. But one of them had a leaf that was turning red, and then it fell off one day. So their progress fell off, but I don't know.
They backtrack.
It's supposed to take like 10 weeks. And I'm like, you don't have 10 weeks. And
science experiment at this point, Mindy.
I know. I said, maybe by Valentine's Day, you guys can have red plants, but I don't know. They're determined. They think it's going to work, but
yeah, I was like,
Tina, that's funny. Spray paint. Delynn said she was going to spray paint them today. I said, you should try that. I
said, Delynn, just throw them away. She goes, no, I'm going to keep them all year long. And I was like, all right, fine.
Yes, they're working on it, but I don't know. It's not looking hopeful. I should just play a joke on them and spray paint one of them red.
You should just go buy a new poinsettia when it comes in and then just replace the other one.
Oh, yeah. It just turned all red overnight.
It just turned all red, guys.
The day before Christmas, it must just happen for.
I was thinking about using these, but I might use them like down here because I want to add a little something here, but I feel like they're a little too small for this space up here. I feel like I want something more long and big. I don't know.
What things?
For my title, I thought about
the letters. Yeah.
But maybe, I guess it depends how long. Play to escape, Pam said. Of course, I love the word play, Pam. So, escape.
Yeah, depending on how long your title. I mean, it's going to take up space. So.
Yeah, it will. Escape date night. Maybe I do something like that. More date night. Escape date night.
Date to escape.
Escape. Date to escape. Escape date night. Dates. Escape night.
Date to escape has kind of a double meaning. You're dating to escape reality.
Mm-hmm.
And you're also escaping that.
Reality. I date to be with, I don't know what I date. I date to be with David. So we can actually talk without being interrupted 20 million times. I'll miss it one day, so I can't complain too much. Brown? I know. I think black won't work. Brown. I don't want red. It'll be too much. Date night escape.
Oh, yeah. That could work.
It's cute. Buy a silk plant, Tina says. No water or dark needed.
I know. I think they're just.
That's my type of plant, Tina, just so you know.
Yeah, mine too, because I can't keep plants alive. But I think at this point, they just want to see if they can actually do it.
Yeah.
If it can be done. So, which I am curious to see. But
that's why I'm like, don't ruin it, because their experiment will be over. But definitely, I mean, our poinsettia is, when do they come out? They're going to come out soon.
Yeah.
You really should buy one and go stick it in there.
And they're all named. All the plants around here are named. I think the poinsettias are Buddy and Holly and Joy, I think.
We try to keep plants in the office. And then, Debbie used to keep all the plants alive in the office, just to kind of bring in, organicness to the office. So it's not so, I don't know, officey. And then of course, Debbie, so Delyn is like the plant lover now. She like names the plants, gives them all plant names. Of course, Debbie thinks it's the best thing in the world. I'm like, I don't get it, but okay.
Well, Debbie left one of her plants here and we killed it. It was dead, really dead. But now it's big and beautiful. Delyn named it and she sings to it every day when she waters it. And it's really big and pretty, but it was completely dead. It was so dead. I was like, oh man, we can't let Debbie see that, because it was sad. But all right, I gotta start sticking this down.
A little bit of work and a little bit of love. You can bring things back. And a little bit of patience. I don't know. My girls have a green thumb too, but I always tell them, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do if you guys, when you leave.
You're going to buy fake plants.
I'm going to buy fake plants. You're right. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring that up. I was like, wait, do I want to bring it up?
Or you can have real plants and they'll just have to come home that often to take care of them. Make sure they're still kicking.
Right. So. I think I got to have different vibri. Actually, I was talking to Tanya, one of our creative partners. She was talking about how they were debating on getting rid of the pool in their backyard, but then she realized that all her older kids tend to kind of come back on weekends, so they can have like barbecues and pool, hang out in the pool. And so she's like, so we keep it so that our kids come back home. And I was like, that's, yeah, I gotta find that thing. I gotta find that thing.
Yeah.
Amy, I looked for that. I have some in this light tan color, but I don't think I have the right words. And I'm afraid actually it will blend a little. I could ink them. So I might just go this more dark brown color on it. Because I think black is too much. I do also have, here, let me see. I just don't know if I'll have enough of, let me see if I can find the other. I don't know what I did with those. So I have, of course, these little containers that we, carry in the shop. I don't personally use them for my pockets, my template pockets, storage cards. These, I keep them in the basket. But what I do use them for is my thickers. So I find them really useful for the thickers in that case. So I have one where I keep all like my browns together. I have one where I keep all my blacks colors together. I have a lot more of the black. So anyways, that's something that is helpful. I don't use, like I said earlier, stickers often. Uh-oh, just yawned. This time change, it always takes me a while.
You're like Kyle, my husband. It always takes him a while too. I'm like, it's one night. Like the next night you have the same amount. Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
I can totally tell the difference though. I mean, I always don't like it just because it gets dark sooner, and you know, I guess it actually doesn't get dark sooner. It would have got dark later or sooner than sooner if we didn't do it, but yeah.
No, it does get dark sooner because it
falling.
really at 5 o'clock. It's really 6 o'clock. So
True. Yep.
But you know,
actually, I'm not a fan of time change at all.
It's kind of silly nowadays, but I saw a thing, someone said, you know, all tractors and everything have lights on them now and such, so we don't need, because it was for like farmers, right?
Right. I think so.
But now all that, like, they all have lights and, you know, GPS and all this kind of stuff where doesn't really matter.
We kind of stick to the same processes sometimes when we outgrow them. Yep. All right. The date night escape. What did we call it? I think that was a good one. Amy said the date night escape. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I'll lay down my other page really fast just to make sure I get that title. All lined up. It's so funny. So time doesn't change it, huh? I don't know. I know it's later. It feels later. I guess that's always a good feeling because it always feels later. And then I'm like, oh wait, it's not as late. That's good. But good thing our phones now just change time, because I definitely remember in the past, like when the time changed, yeah, you would end up showing up to church on the wrong time because you're like, oops.
Yeah, luckily that kind of stuff is automatic.
Yeah. Oops. Amy, I'm using the Glue Glider Glue Glider Pro on this one just because I'm still using this up that I have in stock. Actually, I do like it. I like that you can decide how much comes off, right? It comes off in little pieces. And so I like it. I also like the 3L because of the same reason. Is that what you're using, Mindy, the 3L?
Just the one we have in the shop. No, the little red
adhesive
one.
Mindy?
The scrapbook adhesive that we have in the
Mindy?
shop. Can you hear me?
There, sorry. Yes, I can hear you now. The 3L though. Yes, it's the 3L.
Like what?
I couldn't hear you before. That one I like too because it comes off in little sections. Like you can really just get a little bit.
Yeah, it's better than that pink one we used to have that like in the squares. That was kind of annoying.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that.
It came off in one big chunk, and so
this one comes off. So I like either one of those for those very reasons, I think. Because you can just do a little bit here, a little bit there. And of course, because it's last, your pages don't fall apart after a while. So these ones, they just pop in and out. So you have this little dispenser and then you pop it back in. Well, when it runs out, you just pop a new filler in. So this one, I just need to get more adhesive for. So I actually have like a couple that it depends on what I have in stock. I don't have any replacements for this one. That's why I'm using my other stash. I've gotten through a lot of my adhesive food storage during quarantine. in general, that first, you know, when we shut down for 45 days, I got through a lot of the adhesive that I just had on hand. So I'm just kind of finishing it up. And then I went through all of that during that time. That one though, this one is like, it's not forgiving. The moment you put it down, it is like down. So I'll use this more for like little mini albums or things like that, that I really want strong adhesive for. But yeah, like if you use that adhesive, then if you put this picture down, like you can't like see how this, you can like readjust. Not so much with that other adhesive. It's pretty secure once you put it down.
You have to have your mind made up.
Right. And steady hands when you put it down. Otherwise, you're like, oh, son of a gun. All righty.
Are you done?
No, I'm going to add my journaling in my title. So, it's a very simple page. I was thinking about adding this here. Maybe I'll cut one of these out in this cream and move that up to the top on that. Yeah. So we end up putting this little basic photo corner into tiny highlights because everybody was always asking about them. But it's really easy to use. I do like to include them in my design though, so it's nice. But it's just this little photo corner. So I was thinking about adding one of those right there at the top. Where did my dauber go? I lost my dauber. I'm excited to get lime green daubers. I'm not. I know. I can't remember who won, but she posted in the group. I can't remember the name, but
yeah.
And I was like, well, you got them before I even got them, so congrats. Yeah, because I can't find my dauber. I just had it. Unbelievable. So, oh, there it is. It fell on the floor. It'll be nice to have a green dauber so that hopefully I see it. I don't know what it is. Sometimes with dauber, it's like right in front of my face and my mind's like, where's the dauber? I'm going to add some pop-up to that. That'll be cute. To add a little pop-up to that corner. But it will come. The shipment will come. It's just unfortunate. We're sad too, just so you guys all know. But it will come.
Yeah. It is sad.
We're super excited about the new release things. Especially when you work so hard to avoid things like that. And then sometimes it's just still out of your control, much as it's hard not to. Alrighty. What did we say again? The date night escape? The date night escape?
Date night escape.
Date night escape.
Susan and I, we were gonna play a little a racing game actually. With do you want to build a snowman? I can't say build a snowman. I can only say, do you want to build a snowman?
Do you want to build a snowman?
And I sing the song in my head every time. I can't just say build a snowman, but yeah, we found this little dice snowman game.
Don't tell them about it. We'll just play it next time. We'll play it.
Okay, we can play it next time. But I forgot my dice. So.
Well, I didn't want to play it because I didn't want to tease everyone. I have dice.
Yeah, but I need a dice. It's a race.
Oh, it's a race. I see what you're saying.
So we'll have to play it next time. But
I just didn't want to throw this adorable designer template set out that they can't get yet.
Yeah. But I would win anyway. So.
Right. Right, she says. Spacing is the hardest thing with titles.
Yeah, for sure.
The date night. I wonder if I should come over on this other side. Trying to decide if I want to or not, or if I want to keep that.
What are you using? Letters?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. As long as I have all the letters. Hold on, I better double check.
Yep.
TH. Suck. Hey Mary, how are you? Hey Joanne. All right, guys. The scrapbook holder that was sold by Archivers. Oh, Mary, I don't know what do you mean? I'm trying to remember. I loved Archivers. They were so much fun. Well, I can manipulate the alphabets. Let me think here. I have a capital H. I would have to do all capital the date, DATE. I'd have to mix capitals with lower cases. I wonder how that will look.
You'd have to, it would be okay if you could do it across the board though. If you just had some, it might look kind of funny.
It looks, actually, hold on, I just found a lowercase h, so I think I can make it work.
Okay, I just had a really dumb moment. I looked up at the computer and I saw me and I was like, hey, why are you using the leaves? It was my screen. It's a little...
I just decided to copy your layout completely. I was like, you know, she thinks that we're not going to have any different layouts. So I'm just going to do the exact same layout.
It's like, what? Okay. I shouldn't have admitted that. But...
It's okay. It's Wednesday. You could chalk it up to Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, the bigger glue holder. It was red. Yeah. Okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I actually did a couple date nights at Archivers. We used to go there. There was one in Boise, and we would have girls' nights there. They would do like little, you know, pizza and crop nights. It was always fun.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you took David there for a date night. I was like, oh, poor guy.
Well, we used to go over to Texas Roadhouse, and then it was right over there in Boise, you know? And yeah, we sometimes would stop in there because I was like, if we were going to be over there, I'm like, okay, just really quickly. And sometimes it was on date night. But sometimes he got to stop at Barnes and Noble too. So it was a win-win.
Oh yeah. Okay. I remember that store. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it was like, okay, you get to stop at yours and I get to stop at mine.
I never went in that store. Ever.
Oh,
I wasn't a scrapbooker then.
You weren't a scrapbooker then, I know. That was fun. Good times. Yeah, that was way back in, oh, that would have been like 2007. And then that's when, of course, the economy started to crash and then it shut down in 2009, I believe, around that time, 2008. And then we started Kiwi Lane in 2009, right when the economy was low. I remember people were like, what? Why are you starting a business? But, well, let's see, date night. I might have to move these all over unless I move this to this side.
I don't know what to do. I need to add some.
And then should I put escape there? What do you think? Or should I move it all over? I was kind of off.
Cute.
Or should I move it all over a little bit and then put escape over here?
Move what over? You're gonna have,
the letters. I would move the letters. I would just start that way. I'd probably just do that and then do escape here. Yeah,
probably.
So I'm probably just gonna take them off and then put them down at this point, starting from the end.
I feel like I want this black string in there, but I don't know how to do it. Anyway, I don't know.
Did yours? It's now just me now, all of a sudden. Where did you go?
I don't know. Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Huh.
Hold on, I'll look into it. I just need to finish my stickers. Just all of a sudden took you off the screen. Sorry, I really have to focus when I'm doing this. I'm like quiet. I'm like, wait, what's going on? But it helps to kind of get them all out. And then you can start from back to forward at that point is usually kind of what I do. And once I get them all down, I'll give them a nice final push down. And add my little dot at the top. And two little tiny highlights. All right, Mindy, where'd you go? Your video is down. Check your phone.
Oh, hold on. There, am I back up?
You are, but now I think Facebook is going to not pick up on it. So we'll see.
Oh, there we go.
I'll give it a moment and see if it picks up.
It's coming. It's up for me. Yeah.
Okay. And let's see, escape, the date night escape. Hopefully that's enough room for escape.
Wonder if I have.
And
I don't like this.
sorry guys, I get really quiet. Mindy's not doing the talking. I get so quiet when I do.
Sorry, I'm trying to. I just dump letters all over the place. So.
Anytime we get to letters, it's like everything gets more. The title gets so complicated. That's why I do a lot of title cards because it just. Hopefully, I have enough.
I'm trying to decide: should I do like a fancy title, or should I just do like Jump Creek, or? And I need this black in there, but what should I? How do I?
Okay, hold on. I'm looking. What are you trying to do? Sorry.
I was going to put some of this black string in here, but I don't know how to do it or if I even should. But
You should do a little cute layered bow and just tie it and put it on top of your leaves. You know, Debbie does that a lot.
A layered bow?
Yeah, just wrap some string to, you know, like, here, hold on. So like take your twine, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, here, I have some twine here. So if you want to kind of like do a couple layers, like say you did like 2 or 3 or whatever, and then, well, even 2, and then just tie a bow, right? And then you would just have this thicker piece kind of represented, and then you just stick it on top of your, just down there, like right on top of your leaves. Just kind of there as texture. And you could even put another one up on the other side, just like as added texture if you want. Did you want to wrap it around your whole page? Is that what you're thinking? Or you just were trying to use it?
No, I was just gonna put it in that bunch, like the bunches.
Yeah. I think it just adds that little bit of element texture to it. Oh, thanks, Amy. Yeah. Kind of helps you with your placement because then you kind of see the different things. So yeah. So that's fun. Trying to think. I feel like this, I don't know. Maybe I'll move that up. Maybe actually I'll point it towards the timer. What do you guys think? I think I do like it pointing towards the timer. I like that. But then everything's heavy on the top. I could add another. What did Kyle do to his arm? I can't remember. He's in a sling.
He broke his collarbone, remember?
I can't remember. What did he do to it again?
He broke his collarbone.
Oh.
He broke his collarbone. You don't remember that?
I don't remember how.
He was mountain biking.
Oh, that's right.
fell.
That's right. That's right. He was never the same again.
Well, yeah. That's pretty much healed, but he's got other issues. but yeah, that was he said that was the most painful thing he's ever felt, was that.
I've heard that breaking your collarbone's pretty painful.
Because they can't do any, like, you can't cast it or anything. So you just every movement, and it's pretty painful. He
never had a baby though, so we really can't talk about.
That's true. He hasn't experienced everything there is to experience.
Just saying. Trying to think what I could put in this little red tag on my. You know what I'll probably put? I'll probably put like a Boise escape room or something. Escape room. Let me put that really fast.
Or you could put the year in there too.
Too late.
All right.
Late. I could have cut another one out, but I will need to put the year somewhere. I think that's really fun about those. It's just this little, you can cut these little stencil pieces out and have little extra added layers around your journaling things. I could do that too with these pieces. I don't know if I want more color, but maybe I will doodle them in, or maybe I will. I think.
I lost
think-
my oh, there they are.
I think if there's another doodle that I want.
I'm gonna try your idea and see if I like surprise. Letters are smaller. I feel like I need bigger letters, but I don't have any.
Right.
So
All right, guys.
that's
I know. I feel like we're kind of final details here, and so we're kind of like zoning into our details. It's fun to see them side by side, though. I agree that it's like you kind of see them coming together, and maybe we'll speed up the videos so you can kind of see them in quick motion. But hopefully, you guys, how many of you guys are up for a challenge? Remember, if you do the challenge, we announce the winners at the end of the month. I'm trying to remember where they posted I saw them, or maybe they just emailed them winners. I think they did for October. Either way, use hashtag create with Kiwi Lane so that you can, if you do share, or if you're, if any of the crafting challenges you want to, or crafting events, if you want to take on a challenge or to be inspired or to create your own versions, we'd always love to see them. So make sure to share them in the community or on social media, and just use hashtag create with Kiwi Lane when you share those, so that we can find them, and you'll be entered into a chance to win a $25 store credit. Each month we pick winners for those. So anything that you create, whether that is inspired by crafting or not, we of course love to be inspired by you, because inspiration is a full circle. It comes back around. I think that's so fun. I'm thinking I might change up the little doodle at the top. I'm not sure I'm feeling the little other doodles for this layout, but I do think I want just like maybe a basic top and bottom thing here going on. And
I don't think those letters are going to stick. But all right, I win.
I don't think they're going to stick. Listen, Mindy, I'm just taking it around for you. I'm just kidding.
I know you are. You're
just kidding.
Buying time.
No, I actually got to adhere all my stuff down, and I probably will add my journaling. I always have to like journal in quiet though. I have to like just sit for a minute and think about what I'm going to journal. But I don't know. It might happen tonight. Yeah,
it's kind of
super fun.
Do I need something over here? I don't know.
What do you mean? Like, what are you thinking? I think it's cute. I think we're good.
I mean, it's just it's very plain up here, but maybe it is okay.
You mean where their title is? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
You know, in the sketch they had these little doodle things. You could try. I'm trying to think what you could doodle over there using like. You could doodle something on the background itself, like maybe take so that it's not like, it's not like paper that it's cut out, but even if you took, oh, sorry, these are all stuck to my post. I was looking at this banner on the Quirky doodle sheet, but you have a bigger space there. You could just doodle this on that to kind of add a little movement over there, but not like very in your face. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you think it would look weird with the funky frills points though?
I don't know. You'd have to lay it up there. You could do it in pencil first, and if you didn't like it, erase it. I'm trying to think what else you could doodle over there. You could add a few tags in the top left corner. Oh, that's smart. Gail said, so take some of the tiny tags and just add a little accents coming down. Because that would kind of add to your look, because you kind of have these just little accents pieces. So just a little more accent up at the top would be cute. A little bit of touch up there. Okay. Good night, Amy. Have a great night. Yeah, like if you add some of that green back up there, kind of did a 3. Instead of a double, you could do 3. Yeah, Gal says, or you could trace a captions journaling shape and use your journaling in the corner if you wanted to do something like that. I think the tags is kind of cute though. I think it just adds a little bit there. I'd pull it in. I'd bring it over to the right a little.
Yeah.
Just two that you have right there, but slide it to the right a little bit. Right, and then, oh, I would just do the 2. I think it's a little too much. And then I would, yeah.
Tell me, Susan, tell me.
Sorry.
There's a delay on the video, I know.
No, that looks good. So like this, yeah. Well, I went back to Zoom so I could see it. So I would not make them the same layer. So make one shorter, like your top number 1 T, make that shorter, right? So you're going to come upwards with it, right? And then, so they're offsetting each other. Maybe move it back to the left a little bit more. Yeah, like that. Yeah. And you could even have one of those be journaling, like if you wanted to do the top one in like yellow so that you can have journaling, like a light color, you know, and your back one, your green. That way you have a 1, 2, 3 going on, which is good for your designing aspect ratio. Yeah, I think that's cute. Do you like it?
Okay.
Yeah. Super cute. Okay, I'll let you finish that. I'll finish this one thing and then we will call it a night. And then of course we'll share pictures. Good job, Gail. That's a good idea. I like it. Gail's good at little details like that. I was thinking adding Boise down here. Boise Adventure. Something. We'll see. Good old Boise. See, now we're quiet again.
Sorry.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What do y'all want to talk about?
Gail, what do you want to talk about?
Gail,
Laura, what do you want to talk about?
Gail, you should do the sketch so that we could see your version of it. That would be fun.
Is anyone doing the sketch right now? Or are you going to do it later? Is anyone doing it as we speak?
As we speak, right now as we speak.
It is, because it is so simple, it is something that could be so different by.
Yeah. I think the title took me the longest. It feels like, I don't know. That's usually the nature of titles, but what year was this? This was definitely a year of.
It was probably the year you moved.
Right.
So probably 2018.
2018.
Is my guess anyway. Ugh.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Red can't see it very well, they said.
What?
So Gail says she's done this sketch before. So
No, I told well, Mindy's like, I think we've done that sketch before, and I was like, well, let's do it again.
Yeah, it looked kind of familiar, but I wasn't sure.
Gail, you should do the other one then, the one in the idea book. I actually really want to create that layout again. It was so much fun. I don't know if you were here for that one. Where was that page again? It was like
109.
Wow, good job. Yeah, that's a fun one. 109. In number 2. That's right. In number 2. This one, Gal. It's a fun one. Layout. I really do think I might do that one again and just do a different version of it and see how it turns out. I remember using a lot of paper clearly because I did it again. There we go. Take the glue dot, put all these down. I'm going to add journaling up there.
I don't know.
Put the date somewhere, at least.
Yeah, I can add the date.
Somewhere. Alrighty. I'm done.
I won. Who is being our judge? I can't remember.
Daisy.
Oh yeah, Daisy. Daisy, I won, right? Yes, I won. I'm pretty sure.
Right. Not bad. The crazy thing is, I still have more scraps left. I feel like you can't ever get rid of. It's like you try to use your scraps, and then you just keep having more scraps.
Well, you can't have that much left. Probably only enough to make a card or something.
Yeah, I'll probably just put those in my special pile because those can go with multiple things. But I probably could get another. I could definitely get a card out of this. Maybe I'll make a quick card later. We'll see. But, well, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Looks like we lost Mindy again.
Oh my goodness. It's because my battery keeps telling me it's low. So
that's okay. We'll go to speaker view so that you can see. Oh, there's Mindy's layout. And then here is.
Oh, Daisy. Daisy, we can't both be winners. Wonderful. And you completed your layouts. Oh, that's true. Usually I don't take the time to ink and everything. Like I actually completed the entire thing this time. So that is an accomplishment.
Yeah, I adhere. I usually don't adhere mine down, but you guys are awesome. I hope you enjoy your Wednesday and the rest of your week. And hopefully you were distracted a little bit. I don't know what's going on in the world because I left the world for a little bit to do a little creative R&R, and it felt good. It felt really, really great. So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and make sure to keep playing, creating, and connecting in your lives and making time for it, so that you have that part of a part of you and part of your life. All right, guys, enjoy. We'll chat soon.
Bye.
Hope you guys have a great night. Bye, guys.